My name is Cell. I am an android who has come back in time from the future. I need to absorb androids 17 and 18 so I become my perfect form and hold absolute power.
What do we do then?
What's this?
Kill
Possibly
him.
just the
It is
creatures
what
I
I
am
was
seeking.
programmed to do.
Rejoice, my friends. Once you allow me to absorb you, you will forever become part of the invincible and super being known to the world as Cell.
Aim for perfect form.
Look, 17, accept the fact that you're mine. It's easier that way.
You think I'm just gonna sit back and let you absorb me? No way!
I won't let you do it, Cell.
What are you doing?
I offered you a peaceful solution, but I'll show no mercy to anyone who gets in my way. Entertain me.
Get off.
Yes, the extra video for Cell is in fact the original Budokai. And in this one, the special attacks are spliced into the combos, so you have to perform very precise button combinations in order to pull them off. And by precise button combinations, I mean square, 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 circle. That's everyone's basic projectile move. There are, of course, more powerful moves that require more specific combinations, but, whether those are worth it depends heavily on exactly what the combination is and how easy it is to hit the enemy with it. For example, Cell has a second special attack we could use right now where he kicks the enemy into the ground and then rains blasts down on them. But that requires a kick combo that is very difficult to land on the enemy successfully. We can also charge our ki like in any other DBZ game, but we get way less time to charge it because the battles are much faster paced in this one. This is the first time I've touched this game in a very long time, so I'm probably not doing very well at it. But at least I haven't lost yet. We're not really going on the offensive very much, and that's because when I try to charge at the enemy, I get embarrassingly and humorously knocked away.
Now, there's no more of your annoying friends to get in my way. It's time. Time for you to say goodbye to this world.
Let me go! Let me go!
Uh-oh!
Please, 18, don't run. You're all I have left to absorb before I can become a perfect being. You should feel privileged.
All I feel is disgusting.
Wait! You want her, Cell? Then get through me! Ha! Over here!
Not a super great start for Krillin. So in case it's not obvious yet, this is actually a what-if story and not a retelling of what actually happened. I don't know how many people even remembered that the original Budokai had what-if stories, but it did, and they were very short. Krillin is actually, I'm sure you've noticed, way more aggressive than Android 16 was. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the previous battle with Imperfect Cell, we couldn't actually use grab moves. Now, grabs are not the single most useful thing in Budokai, but at least with Semi-Perfect Cell we have the option, even if Krillin's too small for it to work very well. Almost everyone has a generic rush attack like that. You saw ours at the very beginning of the match. They do deal decent damage, but they're not very spectacular to look at.
Sorry, 18. Your time is up.
Not yet.
Look out!
No, not you! What are you doing? No! That freak is gonna pay for what he did to Krillin! I swear, if it's the last thing I do!
He lost too much power. Yamcha, it's time to go.
A cold-blooded assassin.
I'll take care of this by myself.
Well now, you seem confident.
Of course I am.
I'm not gonna let some punk like you walk all over me!
Just wait till you get a taste of the legendary Wolf Fang's fist!
Entertain me.
So Yamcha here is actually reasonably difficult to fight, at least for me. He moves very quickly, he blocks very well, and it's difficult for me to land any special attacks aside from the most basic one on him. Now I am like 200% positive that this is not how Cell's absorption works. And I mean, it's a what-if story, so whatever, but if it's bothering you, there's actually a reasonable explanation for this ridiculousness. And you'll see exactly what that is after the fight is over. But back to the gameplay, this version of Cell doesn't really have too many special attacks at his disposal. He does thankfully have a grab, unlike Imperfect Cell. Though I believe Imperfect Cell has a grab in the actual, Versus mode. Just for whatever reason, not in the what-if story. So when I used to play this game when I was younger, I didn't even know these what-if stories existed. Because after I beat the story mode, it didn't occur to me to click on story mode again. Which is kind of hilarious considering how much I played this game. I was really bad at it back then too, but I was much worse at it, thankfully. But I eventually proved that it's possible to brute force the game just by pressing square, 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 circle the whole time. Blocking, what's that? Heavy attacks, what are those? Grabs, what are you even talking about? Just press the square button a whole lot.
Feel this! Feel this!
Give me a break! You can't take Yamcha to fight me all by himself! It's just not fair!
Not so fast!
What? What is that?
It's my Tri-Beam! I guess 10 days is just too long to wait for the tournament.